When most people hear the term entry-level model, they think of a small car with little horsepower and low spec, says car tester Matas Kurat. But he says that's not always the case. After all, every vehicle manufacturer offers entry-level models. British sports car maker McLaren have one called the 540C. It might be pretty compact, but it's got plenty of oomph. Though he finds actually entering the car a little tricky.
Hier doch etwas schwierig gestaltet.
And while most people might find the €160,000 price tag a bit hefty, the car itself is anything but. Thanks to its lightweight construction, it weighs in at around 1.3 tons. So what's entry-level about this car? Matas asks. The engine isn't quite as powerful as the next model up. It's the 540C, not the 570S. And the equipment line isn't as refined. The driver's seat is moved back and forward manually. Though you can still adjust its height electronically, another weight-saving feature. The lightweight chassis means the two engines don't seem to differ so much in day-to-day use. And the 540C does deliver the 540 horsepower that it promises. That's 397 kilowatts in metric terms, and hence as powerful as the Porsche 911 Turbo, which costs €14,000 more. McLaren also relies on turbo drive to give the 3.8-liter V8 engine a boost. It can accelerate from 0 to 100 in 3.5 seconds and reach top speeds of 320 kilometers an hour. Though the 540C's front axle already starts getting a bit jittery once it hits 200 kilometers an hour. Matas can't wait to take a peek under the hood. There's a little button here to lift it up. But Matas is a little bit disappointed by what he finds. Apart from checking oil and water levels, you can't do anything yourself. The poor engine is left to its own devices behind a screen. Better keep it busy. But some restraint is called for if you buy a car like this. Otherwise, you're likely to collect dozens of speeding tickets and spend a fortune on gas. Fuel consumption is rated at 10.7 liters per 100 kilometers. What it uses in reality doesn't bear thinking about. Matas is really enjoying driving the car on the open road. He says there's hardly any over or understeering to speak of. The 540C belongs to McLaren's Sport Series. But despite their name, these cars are designed chiefly for road usage. But of course, they're also fit for the racetrack. Down here in the center console, there are two knobs to adjust the handling and powertrain modes. They have to be activated first. Now the handling's set to track, but you can also switch it to sport or normal. The other performance mode dial offers exactly the same options. He finds that these choices really do make a difference and is pleased that these two functions are so easy to use independently. From the outside, the 540C doesn't resemble an entry-level model in the slightest. Instead, it practically screams high-end sports car. The car is also very cleverly streamlined, so there's no need for a big rear spoiler. All the features in the McLaren's interior were specially manufactured by the British car maker. Matas would prefer the bucket seats to be a bit narrower. He's not bothered that you have to adjust them manually, but he would like a tighter fit. He's quite slim, and when he drives round a curve, he slips to the right or the left. The McLaren is upscale enough to appeal to Porsche 911 and Audi R8 customers. Mattis's conclusion, the McLaren 540C closely matches the next model up in the series in everyday driving. A bit more or less performance doesn't really make much difference. If he wanted a McLaren, he says, he'd be quite happy with the 540C. McLaren aims to sell 4,000 cars from the Sports Series by 2017, but for most people, this entry-level model will remain a dream.